Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope.
And the finish! It's hit the upright.
McAllister.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But
And again!
it's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Tagliafico. Gonzalez. Gonzalo Inacio proves too strong. It's a good run down the right. That's a good ball. Plenty to... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Goal! Portugal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, look at the space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's a throw.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Portugal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. He has found the way through. Now it's to Paul. He's found the way through. And he shoots! It was a good ball that, played into his feet.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Vitinha. Vitinha getting this one clear.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's played in.
That's good defensive concentration.
And now they can spring out of defence. Martinez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Well timed, excellent interception. He's got away. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has been knocked clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. They're urging him to shoot. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And he's there to belt it away. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And a chance! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Martinez. De Paul. And it's McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, super ball. Now the cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's McAllister. Now it's Gonzalez. Five minutes till the break. Rafael Leao goes on a charge down the left. Not the most accurate pass. Tagliafico. Alvarez. That has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Alvarez. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Portugal are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. And this is Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
He was under real pressure there. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Diogo Dalot carries the ball down the right, and he's found a way past. Ronaldo goes steaming forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Montiel picks it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! It's there! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Argentina give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. He's in a great position here. Montiel. Alvarez. Looking for options for movement. Tries to... Oh, shooting chance! And now they can clear their lines. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Paredes. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3.
Montiel. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez running with the ball. Oh, good take in a good area. So much. And the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Oh no, what has happened here? Gonzalez concedes a free kick for that. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio is there to clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided...
He's tried one! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's going to go a long way. And they've got a throw. Paredes. And this is Ronaldo. He's away. Goes for a shot. They've scored.
It is no contest. It is a landslide.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's had it nicked away. Good ball, good take. Driving through the middle. Shoots! McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Who's looking wide. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to get rid. Nicked it back promptly. McAllister. Tries to play. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Cleared without hesitation. Ball's gone out of play. Engages and forces him off the ball. Inacio gets good distance on it. Can he get it through? It's a promising position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Acuna. Garnacho. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Paredes. For De Paul. Mendes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's busted! Cristiano Ronaldo! They've done it! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many? It's become a case of men against boys. 4 extra minutes added on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much the man of the moment, his boots at their twinkling best. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin. He's had a shot! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Ronaldo. A look chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Diogo Dalot is onto this. Argentina are looking to go forward now. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. And he's well positioned. Big chance! There it is! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Gonzalo Inacio. It's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That'll be a throw-in. Been looking for a momentary lapse exploited with glee.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And he nearly went all the way.
Cristiano Ronaldo really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
It's their second corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. In he goes again! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Might be dangerous. And the finish! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he cuts out the supply. McAllister. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Bernardo Silva charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well read, nice interception. Gently done. That's good vision. Paredes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Real chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Diogo Dalot. And they've got a throw. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Driving on and making good progress, and he's picked it up out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gonzalez, he's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Martinez, and that's another good win of the ball. And this is Ronaldo. Tagliafico. McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! He can get that clear. And it's McAllister. He's found a way through. There's the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's made its way to him. And the shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Vamos saudar os nossos rapazes com uma salva de palmas.
And we're off again.
Montiel.
And here's Messi.
Rafael Leao going full steam ahead down the left flank. Montiel. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's had it taken off him.
And this is Ronaldo. Foot in.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
And how did he not make it four?
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Portugal have their third corner.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Bernardo Silva. And he's heaved it away. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Bernardo Silva.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! Really well taken goal.
Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
He's got four. That is remarkable. Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Gonzalez. He's picked his way through. Gonzalez purring through the gears. Montiel.
Defending was strong and firm.
And he's managed to get free. Played into the box. And he's gone looking for safety. Showing great feet there. And he thumps it clear. And it's McAllister. It's a promising position. No, he's overshot the green. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Portugal are having a ball here. And now they can clear their lines. That's gone for a throw-in. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fernandes, and he's lost his man here. Ruben Dias is there to clear. Montiel. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And Oh, what has happened here? Shot a goal! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
And that is masterful defending. Lisandro Martinez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Otamendi. And it's McAllister. No, that's been intercepted. McAllister.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's managed to get free.
That was lovely, that.
And a chance! This time, surely! Keeper always had the measure of that. And that has been cleared. 4 extra minutes added on. Ronaldo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's fabulous. Closing in on goal. And the shot! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Paredes. McAllister. He's on it, can he get away? Decent chance! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Cristiano Ronaldo, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.